Woo, child, get in here. We have another reading, impromptu. Welcome to Pop Culture Tarot. On today's episode, we will be getting into Melody Shari, formerly of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Everything I say in this reading is alleged. I have no proof. This is just for entertainment purposes. I hope everyone is feeling like $1,000,000. We're going to go right ahead and get into this reading. It's a little heavier, but we'll get into it. Former Love and Marriage Huntsville star Melody Shari sparked widespread fan concern after posting alarming cryptic messages to her social media accounts revealing she is fighting for her life due to ongoing harassment, lies, and what she described as allowed abuse. While she stopped short of publicly naming the exact individuals or causes of her distress, the statements online outline a highly severe situation. The specific details shared in her post highlight why the ordeal has taken such a heavy toll. Severe anxiety and lack of safety. Melody noted that her nervous system has been severely shaken. She has barely been sleeping, and she has had to keep her therapist on speed dial. Conversations with her children. The most alarming detail was her revelation about her 4 children. She had to have one of the most painful conversations of her life, telling them she may have to leave and giving them instructions on how to find her in the future. Resentment toward past work environment. She reflected heavily on her exit from Love and Marriage Huntsville. She stated she walked away from the network and the show due to an environment of constant yelling, screaming, blatant lies, and what she called allowed abuse on national television. Ongoing harassment. In separate posts that were widely circulated, Melody also referenced suffering from ongoing harassment, lies being spread, and death by paper cuts over the past few years. Wow, that was heavy. I have gone ahead and laid out a spread on my table, and these cards do tell a tale. Melody is absolutely in fear. She's showing up as the 7 of Wands. I want to get the connecting energy first, though. I don't know that this has anything to do with Melody's ex-husband, Martell Holt, but I have a feeling he may be involved because we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands on the table. Melody is the Queen of Wands. He's showing up as the King of Wands, but the connecting energy is the Knight of Pentacles, the Devil, and the King of Cups. There's a really distorted love that Martell, and I say love in air quotes, that Martell has for Melody, an obsession he still has with her. Okay, he's the devil. He's a Capricorn. He's sitting right in the center of the reading. He's still chained to an old version of himself, and their previous relationship still haunts him. There's still emotions that he harbors for her with the King of Cups. King of Cups is usually someone who really values you, a really emotionally stable, masculine energy. But this devil is what distorts the King of Cups. And that Knight of Pentacles, earth sign energy again, just shows me that he's looking back on the prime of his life when he was thriving. He was building something that had a lot of potential with Melody. And he's struggling with the idea of life without her. He has seen her go on with her life. She's come into more confidence as this Queen of Wands and 6 of Wands as well. I feel like he may watch her a lot on social media. I'm not sure if she's getting any kind of digital harassment from him, but she could very well be with the 6 of Wands, the Queen of Wands and the Devil. It almost seems like he's watching her incessantly. I see the 10 of Cups on Melody's side with the Knight of Swords, and I feel that Melody is saying, we had the perfect family with the 10 of Cups. We had everything. We were a power couple, Queen and King of Wands. But this 10 of Cups slowly turned into you being the Knight of Swords, being impulsive, going out, doing reckless things, not thinking before you acted, and it caused the downfall of our marriage. So then I became the breadwinner. The King of Pentacles is on her side with the 7 of Wands. She's also looking at how this has impacted her professionally, because I do feel there's something going on here with her money since she has departed the show. I feel that she may not be as financially stable as maybe she assumed she would be. She may be feeling it in her pocketbook now that she's left the show. I do also see here there could be an individual, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person that may be assisting her. And she's very defensive. Seven of Wands energy is about protecting yourself, standing your ground. She definitely feels like she wants to fight to protect herself. But maybe this Knight of Swords is also her running away from the family. As she stated, she may have to leave her children behind. And this is very sad. On Martell's side, we have some very telling energy. Wow. He has a lot of majors. In fact, all of his cards are majors with the exception of the Three of Swords. Wow, so where do we start? When it comes to Mr. Martell Holt, he has the Chariot going into the Tower, which is just disastrous. Again, I'm too hasty and impulsive. I don't think I'm reckless. I think after the fact. And I have created a mess of my life. His life has just been going through a lot of turmoil and chaos ever since he left his marriage, or his marriage ended, rather. He really lives with a lot of regret about it. He actually admitted, yeah, we have the Nine of Swords here. He actually admitted, that could also be Melody's energy, though. Her not sleeping at night, so she very well could be telling the truth about that. I don't think she would lie about it anyway. He mentioned on a recent episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville that he still cries over his marriage, and I believe it. So he has the Hermit card going into the Moon. Somebody is really up at night. I feel like they both are. He feels like he ruined his life. He truly does. He feels like he's ruined his life. And he knows that Melody knows him better than anybody else on earth. We have the Three of Swords with the World card, which shows me he feels like his divorce. The Three of Swords is divorce. He feels like he broke his own heart. And the Three of Swords is, wow, my divorce was the end of the world for me. And I don't know who I am anymore. You know, when you have that lovely lady on your arm, or you have that divine feminine energy on your arm, when you have a counterpart that works so well with you that they make you look 1,000,000 times better than you do by yourself, you ruin a good thing. And there's a saying that God counts the tears of women. And in this case, Martell is also crying a little bit himself. So the energy between these two, to close out the reading, we have the Two of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. And again, Martell will be the King of Wands, as Melody is the Queen of Wands. The Two of Cups is him reflecting. He still desires his wife. I'm sorry, his ex-wife. He still desires her. This relationship that he's in with, I can't think of her name. They call her Coleslaw. I don't want to be disrespectful to the young lady. I want to say Ariel, but that's not it. Arian. Her name is Arian. He's not happy in that relationship. Martell deeply regrets with this Nine of Swords. He feels like he just ruined his life, and he's not able to accept the reality that it's over. So, Melody may end up getting a restraining order. She may have already done this. You all can let me know. The Seven of Wands is a restraining order, protecting herself. And I do see that she does want to run away. She really does, but she's thinking about her family, her business, how her life is structured. She doesn't feel it's fair that she has to be the one to be uprooted and on the run when she's not the one who ruined the relationship. And this is just a very unfortunate reality when people, are unfaithful. Infidelity is destructive. And I feel this is what he is saying. My infidelity was very destructive to my life, and I'm not able to rebuild. This is so very sad. Let's see what the outcome of this will be. I'm going to shuffle the cards. You all probably won't hear them because I do use a filter to take out the background noise. And so sometimes if you all hear my voice drag just a little bit, it may sound a little robotic. That's actually what you're hearing, is the removal of the noise in the background. Wow, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Death card in reverse. So Melody is a Scorpio. Death card is Scorpio energy in reverse. And I feel like that's Spirit saying she's going to be absolutely fine. But Martell may end up losing it all with this Five of Pentacles. I'm not exactly sure how long they have been divorced. It is possible that it's been about 5 years. I'm going to look it up because I'm very curious to see if it has been 5 years. That may be exactly right. Or very close. It may be 4 years. Let's see. We're going to look this up together. Again, you may hear a silence as I'm searching on my phone. So bear with me. Wow, it has been exactly 5 years. The divorce was finalized March 12, 2021. We are now in June of 2026. So yeah, my cards are spot on here. This death card means that Martell, the death card in reverse, Martell has never moved on. But he has to know and prepare for some major financial hit. He may end up getting cut from the show. He hasn't had a lot of screens on this season as is, but he may actually get cut from the show if he's not careful. That could be what this is. This next phase of his life, he may find himself really destitute. The Five of Pentacles is a card of homelessness. So maybe they're already filming the new season, but he's going to have to be mindful of the winter months. Five of Pentacles is a cold winter card. It talks about being destitute, being homeless, losing everything, losing your job. He may even have to fork over some money to her at some point. But I feel Melody is completely done with him. The problem is he's not done with her, and he does not know how to deal with rejection from her. He really struggles with that. But this is what I see for the two of them. Very unfortunate. Bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. Again, Melody will be absolutely fine. Want to send some love and light her way because I would hate for anything to happen to her. It's very unfortunate that's playing out like this. But we're going to wish everybody love and healing, and that they could find a way to agree to disagree, keep their distance, and just do what they need to do to co-parent in a healthy way for their children, as they are connected for life through their children. So unfortunate. Thank you so much for joining me. Like the video for me, please. Subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, I will see you in my next video.